to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Addie Bell and I do videos on makeup and beauty and skincare, and this month I'm also doing Vlogmas. So welcome to Vlogmas day 14 for me. I know it's like December 20th that this is coming out. I didn't do every single day, but most days, and I don't video on Sundays. So I was gone all weekend, so this is the new Vlogmas coming in to the week. And so today I am going to talk about my wish list. So when I say my wish list, these are just things that I wish for, that I would ask Santa for, but that I wouldn't actually, that I just don't have in my budget to buy. So it is not anything against these brands about how much they're charging. That's their own prerogative. It's about me and my budget and about what I want to spend on makeup. And so these are things like if I got a gift card, maybe I would put the money towards that. Or if someone wanted to spend that much money on me, I'd be like, hey, get me this. But not something that I actually have in my budget. So it's just things I can look at from afar. This is window shopping. This is window shopping on Sephora. And so, with that being said, these are the products that are on that list. The first product is the Pat McGrath Mothership palette. It is called the Mothership Mega Celestial Odyssey palette. And as you can see on the screen, there are 18 different shades. Most of them are these really beautiful shimmers. And some of them, there's a few mattes for like crease shades and stuff like that. This palette just calls to me. I do have one of the Pat McGrath quads, so they're the small ones, the ones that that aren't quite as expensive. This one is $75, so just not my type of makeup budget. It's beautiful, it's gorgeous. I keep seeing people use it and love it, and I know that I would love it. There's a lot of shades in there that I would really enjoy. I love the shimmers, and I wear them almost every day. It's very hard for me to leave my eyes matte. So it's beautiful. I would love to have it. And I just know that there's a lot of people that really love it too. So I just feel like it comes with really high recommendations. So yeah, this is the first product on the list. The second product comes from the brand Charlotte Tilbury. Charlotte Tilbury is one of those luxury brands, and I know that a lot of the way that it's priced is, you know, the packaging is beautiful. Just like with Pat McGrath, it's like, yes, your packaging is beautiful, but I still don't have $75 to spend on an eyeshadow palette. So let's go to the Charlotte Tilbury website and show you a few things that I would like from there. So when I think Charlotte Tilbury, I think the Hollywood Flawless Filter. This is similar to like the glow screen where it has like it's a good base and you put it underneath your foundation and you still get this like really pretty glowy face, but also you can use it as your own like foundation on its own, and it is a good kind of like no makeup look. And I only know this because I have seen so many people use it. I have never used it, but it is $44 for a makeup base, so it's not even your foundation, it's your actual just like your base. And I know a lot of people, they keep this in their rotation and they love it, but like I said, my base makeup cannot have that price range because it's just not something that I want to have in my budget. When I can get like I can get foundations for $20, for $5, for $12, and I still think they work fine. And I know some people may argue with that and be like, this is better, but anyways, that's my opinion, and that would be something that I would love to try if I had a gift card to Charlotte Tilbury. Continuing on the brand Charlotte Tilbury, there's a lot of products obviously from her, and they're just beautiful, and she packages them so beautifully, and I know they work really well. I don't have anything from Charlotte Tilbury, but the other product that would be on my wish list is the Pillow Talk lipstick. So the Pillow Talk lipstick color is just iconic. I think everyone has it probably, except for me. And it's the like iconic, perfect nude shade. And so the shade is what everyone really loves about it. And they like the how smooth it is on the lips and all that, but it's the shade. And so just with how many people love it, I want it to. I'm very influenced, obviously, by other influencers, but I just know that there are so many, it may not be the exact shades, but like if you are following the Milani color fetish fad, that those lipsticks are $8 and they come in the nudes and they work just fine and they are great. The shades might not be exactly the same, but they still do the job and they're not $34. So once again, I cannot have a $34 lipstick budget in my makeup rotation. So that is another wish list item. Moving on to a new category, new brand. I have been seeing things that I'm really interested with the Makeup by Mario line. I think Mario is Jennifer Lopez's makeup artist, and so he started his own makeup brand. I don't know how long his has been out. It's longer than I think it is though, but for me, I've known about it for a couple years. And there's several things that I am interested there, so let's pull those up. The first Makeup by Mario product that is on my wish list is the Master Metals eyeshadow palette. It's a 5 shadow palette, but the palette also has this little opening base thing that you can scrape some of the shadow out into the, I don't know what you would call it, into the little crevice, and you put water into it and you can turn them into liners and mix the colors and do whatever you want with them. So it's just, there's a lot of options. It's a very makeup artisty product, something that I love. And the crafty side of me, crafty doesn't sound right, the artist in me would want to play with and work with and see what you can do with all those different shades. They're beautiful shades. It's kind of like the Mothership palette where it's like there's these shimmers that I just love and that I would love to try out. So very beautiful. It's $48 for only 5 shadows, and so that's like $10 per shadow almost, and not something that I have been able to purchase. It has been in my Sephora bag, like at the actual store. Like I have put it in the bag. I had some money. I think I had made some money, and my husband and I decided, like this certain amount will go into our account and then we'll leave out a little bit just as like some treat money. And I was just like so close to buying that, but there were just so many other things that I know that I love and that I have in my makeup rotation. So anyways, I know a lot of people that have this and love it, and it goes on to the wish list. That may go nowhere else than be on the wish list, but at least I can look at it and be like, that's pretty. So that's the one, Makeup by Mario. And then the other one is also very makeup artist-y. And it's the Makeup by Mario Master Mattes Pro Lip Palette. And what I love about this is there's all these different shades, and you can just turn any shade into you can make any lipstick shade. And I think it's really cool. I love how it comes with its own little palette mixer, so you can put the colors onto the mixer and mix them around and get whatever shade that you want. And just really cool thing, unique, something I don't have in my collection at all, and would love to play around with a little bit more. This palette comes with 16 different shades, which is a lot better than the other one, but it's $60. So just in that higher end makeup bracket that is not in my budget, but would be really fun to have. Okay, so the next product is from Patrick Ta. This is also another brand that I think it's actually a relatively new brand. I think he came out with his own brand last year maybe, or maybe the year before. Everything he puts out looks beautiful. Everything he puts out is very expensive, not in my budget. And so I see things and I look at them and they're beautiful and I hope people enjoy them, but I will not be buying them. And so this is another thing that I've seen. This is the Patrick Ta Major Headlines Blush Palette. It has 6 different blush shades. Now, some people may be looking at this and being like, well, you only would, in your shade, you would only use, like the middle shades. But as having a little bit of lighter skin, I would be able to use those 4 shades, but then also the darker shades where someone with darker skin could use more as a blush, I could use as a bronzer. So this whole palette I would be able to use, and I don't know, there's something about this palette. I don't know if that's the way that they've advertised it or whatever, maybe the colors that are in it. Every time I see it, I'm like, oh, that's beautiful. And I really want it, and I can't have it, so it goes on my wish list. And hopefully someday, you know, if I am shopping for myself, maybe I can try it out. This palette is $58. And so once again, it's just not in the budget. Okay, on to another brand. The last brand that I'm going to talk about is the Danessa Myrick's Color Fix Shadows. This is not the last brand. Danessa Myrick's has all these Color Fix shadows, and they're beautiful. And I only have 3, and they are $18. $18 for this little bottle. It has, like, I don't know, does it tell me? It's 0.3 ounces of product. I mean, the product's gonna last me for a while, but I feel like it's buying like one shade of an eyeshadow. So it's $18 for one shade. There's a bunch of shades, and I have 3 of them. I bought the shades in a gift box from Danessa Myrick's off of Sephora, and I have loved the shades that I have, but I would also love to have more shades, and they come in so many different colors, and they're $18 a piece. So I feel like every Christmas I could ask for a shade, and then or like every Christmas, birthday, and then I could, you know, grow my collection that way, because I just can't fathom getting like 5 shades at once, because, you know, that starts getting really expensive really, really fast. So my wish list would say all of the Danessa Myrick's Color Fix colors that I could get my hands on. Okay, there's a lot from Danessa Myrick's that I would like, but most of her stuff is pretty reasonably priced, so I wouldn't put it on a wish list like this. I think I could probably get that into my budget if I wanted to. Another makeup brand that I've been seeing a ton on is the Myrick Beauty makeup. I want all of this because it's beautiful. I mean, if you just look at the packaging, it's just gorgeous packaging, and they know what they're doing. They know that they are calling to me through their packaging. Let me get it up here. So Myrick Beauty is a clean, vegan, and cruelty-free brand, and they kind of have like one of each product. So I love their website. It's beautiful. It's not overwhelming. It's like, here's our mascara, here's our blush, here's our lipsticks. Like, it's just very simple. And right now, if you buy any product, you get this really beautiful holiday bag if you want. But I have not bought anything from them. I'm going to talk about just the products that they have. So they have a highlighting balm, they have a pomade for your brows, there's a perfecting complexion stick, so like a bronzer stick, there's a lip oil set, or you can get any of the lip oils, there's a blending brush, and there's a mascara, and they have this cute cheek color as well. So those are their products, I think almost all of them. So the cheapest thing on there would be probably the tinted lip oil at $24. Blushes are $28. Their mascara is $26. So it's on the lower end of name brand makeup and non-drugstore makeup. So it's still things like that I could save for and put on my budget. But I haven't done it yet. And I think that this stuff is just so beautiful and would make such really good gifts, and just something fun to open up. And I just love how they package everything. And so yeah, I want to try Myrick Beauty, and I just haven't had a good reason to spend the money on it now. So I thought that would be a great thing to put on my wish list. And then the last thing on my wish list isn't necessarily a beauty thing, but it's something that every influencer that has a lot of followers has, and it's the Dyson hair dryer. And so a lot of the people say, like, is it worth it? Is it not worth it? I don't know if it's worth it. I just know that it's $400, and I'm not paying $400 for a hair dryer. It's just not in my budget, and so I am going to put it on my wish list and just be like, oh, that would be nice to have, but I'm not going to be able to have it. I love that it has a bunch of different like heads, so you can do the blow dryer, you can do the air curling thing, I don't know what it's called, and there's other options as well. I have a fine blow dryer right now, but there's just a lot. I have a lot of different hair tools, and I'm not using them, and I think that I could probably get rid of them all and just use this. And so anyways, I feel like everyone that uses it, and I don't know if they're just being influenced because they were given one for free, but everyone that uses it really, really loves it. And so that would be another thing on my wish list. So that is my wish list. There is not a ton on there because I wanted to narrow it down to things that most of this stuff I have been scrolling and like being like, going back to it and being like, no, I can't buy that. I can't. It's not in my budget. And then going back to it and being like, it's not in my budget. So most of this stuff I have been keeping an eye on and have been thinking about and wishing for, but knowing that it's not something that I need and I need to be spending that much money on. So anyways, that's what I wish I had Christmas gift wish list. I think it's just good to be able to say no, even though there are a bunch of products on the market that everyone is promoting and loving, and it's just, because the palette is beautiful, that does not mean that you need to be spending your really hard-earned money, $78 on an eyeshadow palette. And I've done that before. There was a Danessa Myrick's eyeshadow palette. It was the new one, the Lightworks 3-1, and I really wanted it. Everybody was buying it, and everybody, I mean all my beauty influencer people that I follow were buying it, and they're all loving it, and they're doing all these looks on it, and I'm like, okay, if it's that great, I'm buying it. And as I was waiting for it to come in the mail and thinking of ways to justify it, I was just like, I cannot spend $125 on an eyeshadow palette. I know I won't use every shade because it's a big eyeshadow palette. There's no way I'm using every shade, and I know my money could go to better things. So while I do love beauty, I do try to just stay on a budget, and I need to be better at it. I still buy more than I should, but I do think it's just really good to be conscious about what you're buying and what you have. Do you actually need it? Will you actually use it? So we'll get off my high horse about money and spending money on makeup, and just hope that you have a really great Christmas. I hope this was helpful for you. I did link everything below, so if you saw those things and I accidentally influenced you to buy them, they're there. And if you do have any of these products and you really love them or you hate them, just let me know in the comments what you think about them. And I would love to hear your wish list. What are some makeup products that you haven't been able to fork the money over for, but that you've been eyeing and looking at and being like, I really want this? Let me know in the comments below. So I will see you in the next one. Only 3 more Vlogmas videos to go before it is Christmas. And then I will be doing some videos the next week towards the end of the year, just talking about my year-end favorites and things. But I was going to not put that in my Vlogmas and just save those till it's a little bit closer to the end of the year. So I hope you have a great week preparing for the holidays, and I will see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye.